For today's intro, I'm surrounded by donkeys and my PC is definitely doing okay. Why is that though? Well, it's to announce I have my own U2s. You'll be able to buy one of these limited edition cute fellas for yourself on the 22nd of April. Here it is next to me, here it is next to my dog, and here it is next to Lizzie's. Anyway, you can also enter the giveaway in the description. All you have to do is follow U2s on one of these 4 websites, and each time you do, you get a free entry. That's the sellout portion done. On with the video. Welcome back to Big Goals. This is my 1.18 survival world, which I started last episode. Now, what is the goal today? Well, I need villagers, and my goal today is to build my own village. That's right, we don't use those stupid vanilla villagers here, we build our own. Before we start, this video took a very long time to make, so if you could subscribe, that would be awesome. Now, it's called Big Goals, not Small Goals, so it's going to be a big village. Now, we need a way of getting emeralds. If only I had something to trade with them. No, I just can't think of anything interesting. Anyway, I decided to punch some potatoes and then replant them. Then I punched some wheat, after which I replanted that as well. I then chopped some pumpkins, but I didn't have to replant those. And then I punched a load of carrots. Did I replant them? Yeah, I did. And now I have chests full of seeds, wheat, potatoes, carrots, and pumpkins. I didn't even do that field over there, and I didn't even do the beetroots, and this has taken me about 30 minutes. You can see how long it's taken that the wheat and the potatoes have started growing again, and the pumpkins. I think we're fine for crops for now, though. We don't have to worry at the moment. Instead, let's talk about this village. Look at this lovely lakefront here, which goes out into the sea. I guess you could call it a bay. I think this would be a great place for my village, especially as you can see my base from here and my fields of crops. But how big is this village going to be? Well, should we do some planning? I believe we should. Firstly, I made some maps, and then I went and mapped out the entire area that we've been building on so far. I locked that in place, and then we placed it on the wall so we can see what we will do in the future. I then chopped down all the trees in the area, making space for our plan. Now I'm going to start out by just making a little layout of what we're going to build here. Excuse me, I've told myself no chicken violence, but you're really getting on my nerves. This may take a while, so I'm not going to time-lapse it. Instead, I'm going to click my fingers and it will be done. Here's nothingness. And here is the layout. Whoa, what does it all mean, Joel? What is it? Is it crazy? Is it all buildings? Let me explain. So in the top left here, we're going to have our farmhouse because it's close to the fields. And then we're going to have a section where we'll have all our smith villagers. We're going to have an armorer just below them as they're kind of similar. Here I've put tree, but it's kind of like a garden. The farmer's market's going to have more farmer villagers for trading. And then the bookshops are going to be where we have our librarians. And then finally we have the watchtower, which is for watching stuff. But as you probably saw from the picture, there's a lot of different villagers missing there, such as butchers, clerics, etc. Well, that's because the village might expand in the future, or we might build a whole new village. Anyway, I know where some villagers are, and luckily, they're just on the other side of this ocean. Even the dolphin was happy. Now, as you can see here, we've got 2 villagers in a hole. And I have built them a dirt house. You're welcome, villagers. You're welcome. We have a little way in here. These 2 are going to turn into a lot more once we get some shears to shear all these sheep and make some beds. That's a good amount of beds for now. Get at it, gang. There we go. But what I need right now is some more XP and some more materials. So I got myself some copper, I got myself some emeralds, I got myself some iron, and I got myself some coal, enough to get me 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 levels, meaning we can do some enchanting. I also got myself some rails, some goodies, and also the music disc, which Green claims is the best one in the game. Did some strip mining to make some diamonds, then made some diamond tools, which I enchanted with my new enchantment points, and got fortune free. Hallelujah, that's going to save us so much time. Oh, and I also got fortune free on my shovel. And whilst I was editing that, I was AFKing my villagers, and look, there's so many of them. We are now on day 99, and I probably should stop messing around and actually get to work on this village. Let's start with the pathway, for which I need some andesite and some granite. This big hole here means I got some. Alright, let me place down this path here, get rid of this grass, start to give this place a little bit of shape. So I started out by placing down a granite wall, which I used some jungle trapdoors on top of to give it a bit of texture, and then I got placing the pathway. And the pathway consists of mainly andesite, as you can see here, with a bit of coarse dirt every now and then, to sort of, give it a bit of texture. There's also some cobble and some smooth stone in as well, but you can kind of see it coming together ever so slightly. And also, by the way, every building's not going to be made out of jungle wood. There's going to be some variety. First though, I need to finish these dockland bits here, as this is not how it's going to end up looking. This is ugly. Let's get some jungle wood, make some trapdoors, some slabs, some gates, and there you go. That looks a bit better. And we'll add some other stuff onto the docks to give it a bit of more detail later. But first, let's work on some of these buildings. And I think we're going to start with the farmer's market area here, which is quite a big area. Once that section's set up, we can get the farmers in there, can't we? We can get some emeralds. Let's start with this building here. Do you want to see me gather some materials? Wait, you don't? Okay, I guess I'll just put them in this chest here. I will do it off camera, alone. There you go. Are you happy? You better be. Now, rather than time-lapse this build, I thought I'd do a little build walkthrough, which I rarely ever do. It's not a huge build, it's not a complicated build, but I'll give you my thoughts. So as you can see, this building here is kind of a weird shape. It's not fully square. And I'm going to stick to the jungle wood for this one. We're going to start off by using some jungle logs, except stripped. And then I'm going to do a double layer of jungle wood, leaving space for a couple of windows here and here. I find that people often put too many windows on builds. You don't need that many. You want the walls inside to put things on. Also, I'm actually only building part of the building here because this bit here is going to be attached to it. So that's why there will be a big hole for now. I'm actually going to add in a bit of texture using some jungle stairs like so, just to add some imperfections on the wall. We ain't going to leave this roof flat, but we're not going to make it completely straight up either. Instead, we're going to get this shape. Next up, we're going to use some dark oak wood here for the roof, which is a bit trickier as it is on 2 different levels. But I went for dark oak because it's quite a big contrast to the jungle wood, and I'm using some stairs and some slabs. Next up, we're going to add a chimney on here, and I don't know why, but I really want to add a big chimney. Using some mossy stone bricks as well as stone bricks. Plopping in a campfire and adding on some stone walls as well, just to give it a bit of extra huzzah. The main structure's coming together quite nicely. Let's add on a bit of detail, such as a bit of trim on the roof, the glass in the windows. I like to use fire pits sometimes to accent the windows, as well as some trapdoors for blinds, a little window box, hang up a lantern, make the entrance to the door look a bit nicer with some trapdoors and a slab. And because it's a farm shop, let's add in some pumpkins with some leaves next to them, a little bush, some hay bales and some barrels. And that's basically it. It may not look very good on its own, but when you add in a load of other buildings, it'll start to come together. Speaking of which, I think maybe we will time-lapse the rest of these, of the farm area. We're going to need a lot more materials. Which do you want to see this time? You don't? Oh, I'll go get them then. Bloody heck. Well, look, the chests have doubled. That must mean we've got lots of materials. We do. All these lines are about to be walls. How exciting. Unless you don't like building and you don't like me, then get out now. Just kidding. Do you want to see some buildings? Here are some buildings. Now, there's technically 3 different buildings here, and I've used 3 different styles. We've got another jungle one, we've got a brick one, and we've got a granite and dripstone one. I wanted to add a bit of variety, but stick to this sort of jungle and dark oak wood theme. So let me introduce you to my new buildings. Number 1, the basic farm shop. This is quite a simple design. I used some lime terracotta to give it a bit of an accent, but stuck to the jungle wood and jungle plank theme. Next, we have my building, which is made out of bricks. Yeah, bricks. It's got a more pointy roof, and it also has a flower. And finally, we have my dripstone and granite building, which has got a really weird roof and uses this sort of stripy pattern, which I quite like. Now, normally when I have villagers, I will trap them in a little box and keep them there for the rest of their lives. But seeing as this is sort of my starter village, I know it's ridiculous for a starter village, I'm going to just let them wander around inside. And I've actually connected the entirety of all these shops together, as you can see. And I know what you're thinking, Joel, there's doors here, they could just get out. Ahaha, wrong. If there is a trap door here, like so, they can't actually get underneath this gap. You see, I can, my helmet just goes through it, but villagers can't. So I've placed these on every doorway, meaning they can't escape. Genius, right? Not really, people have done it before. But there are 15 composters in here, like so, just spread around, and that means we can have up to 15 farmer villagers to do a lot of trading with. So let's go get some. I have created the railway of hopefully no pain, although I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of pain. Let's find out. Good. Good. Pain. Pain. Good. Yes. No. Yes. Very good. Very good. Oh, look, he's even doing some farming. Oh, it's working. It's working. Oh my gosh, that was rather smooth. And look, apart from these three who are trying to find some barrel out there, it all went rather smoothly. I think they're trying to get to their beds. Oh no, bless them. I would give them beds, but then they'd start breeding, and I don't want more than 15 guys in here for lag reasons. But let's do some trading. Emeralds. Emeralds. All right, this is semi-successful. We've got some decent trades in here somewhere. Not that one. Not that one. Maybe I didn't think this through too well. But here you can kind of see we need to get some melons at some point. The emeralds are starting to come in. I have been buying some bread to breed up more villagers as well. I will need to make some converted villagers and get a better way of getting emeralds in the future. But for now, this isn't too bad. And I can also buy myself some golden carrots. Lovely. Anyway, I can do some more trading later. Let's do some more building. And we're actually going to work on these 3 buildings over here, aka the Librarians. I'm not even going to ask this time if you want to see me gathering materials, because I know the answer. Quick enchanting break. Bang, 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 boom. Ugh. Anyway, time for some more houses. These buildings go up quite quickly, and we've got 3 different buildings again. One with terracotta, one with jungle wood, and one that is a cylinder with a dome roof. And when we stand out here, it's starting to look a bit like a village. But these ones are empty. Let's decorate them. So I currently don't have enough emeralds to buy enough bookshelves, but here we go. Look in here. We have some librarians. I've accidentally punched a few of them, but it looks like they're all right, unless it's this guy. No, he's all right as well. Maybe it was this one who's not taken the job yet. It's a bit empty in here because, like I said, I don't have enough stuff to decorate it right now, but eventually I want to add in like loads of bookshelves and stuff once we get a few more emeralds. But I can't be bothered to punch my crops right now. What I can be bothered to do is build some more buildings. And I don't really need any smiths or armors right now, but I'm going to build these buildings anyway, and maybe we just won't decorate the interior out of laziness. Do you want to see me collect some materials? I'm just going to cut myself off right there and answer it for you. No. You're not going to get it. You don't deserve it, even if you were going to answer yes. Instead, let's go straight into the building of 3 new buildings. Yes, another 3. I don't know why I've built so many buildings this episode. I just have. It's kind of crazy. But here we've got 3 different buildings. We've got a stone one, we've got a sort of terracotta one, and we've got this weird jungle one. Oh, and what's this? A 4th building? Yes, I've done it. I built a 4th building. The farmhouse is built as well. Look how crazy I am. I built a whole other building when I didn't even say I was going to. It is also empty, though. I will say I'm being lazy, but I have built about 10 buildings nearly or something ridiculous. And I still have to build 1 more. But here are the 3 that I built earlier, which do look a bit bad with grass just inside them. But if you pan out to a distance, they don't look too bad. So we've done a lot of building. Maybe we should, lay down, relax a little bit. No! I'm going to build another one! When I was gathering some materials, this happened. If these vines weren't here, I would have most likely died. As, yeah, I landed with 1 heart. But here is the final building, the watchtower. This thing is just a big tower. I just wanted some height in this area, and this definitely adds it. Oh, the village is looking good. Look at this. We have villagers. We have, well, a village. If we hop in a boat here and head out towards the ocean, and then do a quick spin. Oh, mama. Look at that. It's looking good, although it's missing something, and that thing is a tree. Before we can have a look with shaders, the tree must be added. So let's take the mean green leaf collecting machine, Clementine. Ride like the air, Clementine. Look at all these glorious leaves, Clementine. Soon, they will join the axolotl in the chests you carry for me. Look at all these trees getting naked. Yeah, baby. Clementine has the leaves. Well, I have some of them as well. And we're heading home to build a tree. And I did it. I built an oak tree, and I made sure to make it look like a tree. And that's what I did. Here it is. A tree. Yes. A lovely tree And I think that means you guys deserve a treat. A little shader's run through? I think so. Look at it. Look at my village. Look how pretty it looks. I am very happy with this thing. It has come out better than I expected, and I can't wait to fill up the other buildings. I really have tried to put a lot of detail into this thing. There's still some bits that are kind of a bit empty, and obviously buildings that need filling up. For our starter village, with limited materials we can use right now, I think we have done a great job. And the transition into the fields is very nice as well. Look at that. Oh, unfortunately though, guys, that is it for the big goals. I'd say that goal is complete. We have a village and I am happy. Thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, please leave a like on the video. It really does mean a lot, and these videos take a long time, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.